Good morning, children. Welcoming you all in the Physics Arena by Nitish sir. Students, this is your teacher Nitish Kumar Bhatia in front of you. Today we are going to discuss about the topic that is the center of gravity of the first chapter of ICSE class 10th. Students, if I am going to talk about the center of gravity, what does it mean? Already in class 9th we have learnt about the gravitational force. So first we will discuss about the thing which we already have learned, that is the gravitational force. What do you mean by the gravitational force? What do you mean by the gravitational force? So students, as we are knowing that is a mutual force of attraction acting between the two bodies. A mutual force of attraction. What here I am going to write, that is a mutual force of attraction. A mutual force of attraction between the two masses. A mutual force of attraction between the two masses so that they can attract towards each other, that is known as a gravitational force. And as we are knowing that each and every body get attracted towards the center of earth due to a pulling force applied by the earth toward its center, which is called that the gravity, or also known as a weight of the particle. What I have said here, that each and every body of mass m, as we are knowing that each and every body consists some mass, so each and every body of mass m gets attracted towards the center of earth due to a pulling force towards earth. That force is called that is a gravity. As we are knowing that every body have certain mass, and with the effect of gravity it get attracted to the center of earth, or which is also known as weight of the object. Okay students, weight of the object. Children, since we are knowing that each and every particle is constitutes n number of the particles, because a body can be made up of n number of the particles. So let us suppose that with the help of a diagram I am going to give you the elaboration. Let us suppose that this is a rigid body. Which consists n number of the particles. Let us suppose that this is the first particle. Okay, so its weight will be the particle 1, its weight will be W1. Next particle, its weight will be W2. The third particle, its weight will be W3. The fourth particle, its weight will be W4. And the fifth particle, whose weight will be W5. Children, we can see here, we can observe from here that this rigid body consists n number of the particle, and each and every particle is having certain weight under the acceleration due to gravity. So we can also say that, we can also think from here that these all the weights can be replaced with the help of only one force, that is a weight of the object, that is W. Okay, so as we can also observe that each and every weight of the particle is acting in the downward direction. It means that they are parallel to each other. So we can also give rise that the total weight of the object will be equals to the algebraic sum of all the weights of the object. So here I have written that W1 plus W2 plus W3 and so on. If it constituting n number of the particle, then it will be from W1 to Wn. Children, so here it will be W. So in order to discuss about the center of gravity, what do you mean by the center of gravity for a body? In order to define the center of gravity of a body, we can say that center of gravity is a point where the total mass of the body is concentrated. So what we can conclude that center of gravity can be defined as a point at which the total weight of the body, weight or mass, okay, total weight of the body is concentrated is called, that point is called center of gravity. Children, in order to discuss about the center of gravity, what we can conclude? We can conclude that center of gravity can be defined as a point at which the total weight means the mass under gravity, the total weight of the body is concentrated at that particular point is said to be the center of gravity. Okay children, so and this point is given by and is denoted by capital G. Okay children, so we can also define the center of gravity in the other terms. So what will be the definition? Let us start. What will be the definition in the other terms to define the center of gravity? So children, in other words, we can define that the center of gravity of a body is defined as a point at which the algebraic sum of the algebraic means take with the help of the sign convention, a point at which the algebraic sum of the moments of all the particles becomes 0. Okay, all the particles constituting by the object is 0. It means that whatever be the total weight of the object, if it is 0, becomes 0 by the object is 0. So what we can conclude children? We can say that a point at which the total weight of the body becomes 0, then that particular point is said to be the center of gravity for a particular point. So what may be the different situations, or what may be the factors onto which the center of gravity of a body can vary or may be affected. So let's start the factors which may affect the center of gravity, or the factors onto which the center of gravity of a body depends. So let's start with the factors. So children, there are certain points onto which the center of gravity of an object or a body may depends. So here those are the factors I have enlisted in the form of the 2 points. The position of the center of gravity of a body of a given mass depend upon its shape. It means that that what we can conclude from this point. Again I am reciting the point. The position of the center of gravity of a body of given mass depends upon its size, that is, change in the shape change in the shape change in the shape may change center of gravity of the object. Okay students, so if we will change the shape of an object of having mass, certain mass m, so if we will change the shape of the object, then it may be possible that the change in the center of gravity of that particular object may takes place. The next point is that it is not necessary that the center of gravity always be within the material. For each and every object, it is not necessarily that the center of gravity may lie inside of the material. For example, that the center of gravity of a ring or a hollow sphere lies at its center, there is no material. So we can say that, for example, in case of circular ring or hollow sphere, center of gravity lies at its center where there is no material, So children, these are the various factors onto which the center of gravity of a particle may depend. So, and also the third factor is that with the concept of the center of gravity, a body of weight W can be considered as a point particle of the weight W as its center of gravity. So children, now we are turning towards the next point, that we will calculate how we can calculate and what will be the center of gravity of some regular object. So the next topic onto which we have to give our focus, that the center of gravity of some regular uniform object. So children, now we are going to calculate what will be the center of gravity for the different type of the object. So one by one we will discuss what will be the center of gravity for the particular regular object. So here I am going to enlist one column for the objects and the other column for the center of gravity, the point at which the total mass or the total weight of the body will be concentrated. So now here I am going to enlist the object, and the right hand side we will enlist the center of gravity. So the first point is that in order to calculate the center of gravity of the rod, the center of gravity of the rod will be at its midpoint of the rod So children, we can also see, if we are holding a rod onto our hand, and if we take the tip of the finger onto the middle of the rod, then it will, at that point the rod will be in the balance condition. So the center of gravity of the rod will be at its midpoint. Now the next point is circular disc. If we are holding any object of the circular disc form, whose construction as a circular disc, then its center of gravity will be at geometrical geometrical center, at geometrical center, whatever be the geometrical center for that circular disc will be considered as the center of gravity for that circular disc. In order to calculate the center of gravity of the solid or hollow sphere, if we are holding a solid or a hollow sphere, so in this condition the center of gravity will be at the geometrical center of the sphere. Whatever be the geometric center of the sphere will be the center of gravity for that particular hollow or the solid sphere. Okay students, so solid or hollow sphere. So the next object is, the fourth one is that the solid cone. In order to calculate, as we are knowing that the cone is also a three-dimensional geometry, so in order to calculate the center of gravity of the solid cone, how we can calculate the center of gravity? So its center of gravity will be at a height h by 4. For the solid cone, its center of gravity will be at a height h by 4 from the base. Whatever be the base of the cone, from that the height will be taken as h by 4. Okay children. And for the hollow cone, what it will be? If we are taking here the solid cone, so sir, what will be the center of gravity for the hollow cone? Okay, so children, in order to give the hollow cone, here I am writing that the hollow cone, so in order to give the center of gravity about the hollow cone, it will be at a height h by 3, where capital H is the total height, so at a height of h by 3 from the base. Okay children, from the base. What will be the next object is the circular ring. What will be the center of gravity? What will be the center of gravity for the circular ring? In order to find the center of gravity of the circular ring, it will be at the center of the ring. So center of gravity for the circular ring will be center of the ring. At the midpoint of the ring, the center of gravity may lie. Okay children, what will be the center of gravity for the cylinder? For any object of the cylindrical in shape, for the cylindrical shape, the center of gravity will be at the midpoint on the axis of cylinder. Whatever be the midpoint of the axis of the cylinder will be the center of gravity for that particular cylinder. So children, these are the various factors, or these are the various objects for which we can calculate the center of gravity, and I am going to show you the different objects with the center of gravity from your book. Okay children, so stay tuned. In the next lecture we will discuss a lots of things about the chapter, and also for the center of gravity for the different points. So stay tuned. Have a great day. Bye bye.